The room went quiet the moment Elias stepped through the glass door. Not respect, not awe. The kind of quiet you get when a crew hears footsteps on the deck at night and decides to pretend it was only the wind. Screens stayed bright. Hands kept typing. Nobody looked up. His stomach tightened. That low, primitive sensor most men learn to ignore. He didn't ignore it. He just didn't understand it yet. Elias was a rising analyst in a legacy finance firm built like a museum. Marble floors, frosted glass, smiles that never reached the eyes. He had been producing results fast enough to make older men feel slow. And in a place where status is oxygen, being the fastest breather makes you a threat. He still believed the myth. Work hard, be undeniable, get rewarded. That myth is how they keep you exposed. The sabotage didn't arrive with a fight. It arrived with silence. He sent an email with a clean strategy, the kind that should trigger immediate movement. The next morning, nothing. No replies, no questions, no resistance, just void. The message sat there like a flare fired into fog that everyone agreed not to see. Elias blamed busyness. He blamed poor organization. He blamed random friction. But incompetence is messy. It's inconsistent. It leaves mistakes in every direction. This was precise. Meetings shifted by 10 minutes, then 20. Key people canceled at the last second, always with calm faces and vague reasons. His project updates were moved to the end of agendas, then ran out of time. Requests that once took a single approval suddenly required 3. Expense reports came back with microscopic questions. Simple tasks began to feel like walking through wet cement. Weaponized friction. Not enough to kill him quickly. Enough to slow him down until his numbers softened. Enough to make him look less sharp than he was. So he compensated, like an honest man. He stayed late, arrived early, worked weekends. He didn't realize that effort was the fuel of the trap. Sabotage doesn't need to destroy you. It only needs you to destroy yourself trying to keep up. Then came the disappearances. 2 hours before a review, a file vanished from his computer. Not deleted, not corrupted, just missing, like someone had lifted it off a desk. He searched folders, checked backups, rebuilt slides from memory. 2 hours later, the file returned. Same name, same timestamp, no explanation. He told himself it was a glitch because the alternative was worse. A glitch means the world is clumsy. A human hand means the world is hunting. Soon, the theft moved from files to identity. Elias floated an idea in a meeting. It landed in a cold silence. No debate, no curiosity, no expansion. The room didn't reject it. It stored it, like a predator watching prey without blinking. 2 weeks later, the same idea returned, rephrased, delivered by someone else. This time, it was praised. Heads nodded. Eyes lit up. The room warmed like it had been waiting for permission to approve it. Elias sat still, feeling the split. His mind had produced it. Another man wore it. That's when he learned the first real law of hierarchy. Credit doesn't go to the creator. It goes to the owner of the room. The deeper move was even darker. They weren't only stealing his ideas. They were removing his signature, turning him into a source they could drain without acknowledging, making it possible for him to vanish without anyone missing him. Then the gaslighting began. Not dramatic, not theatrical. The real kind is soft. It wears a calm face and a concerned tone. It doesn't say you're wrong. It suggests you might be confused. Elias referenced a decision from a prior meeting. People looked at him like he had imagined it, like he was tired, like he was slipping. No one attacked him outright. They just let doubt fill the room and watched him breathe it in. So he overcorrected. He took obsessive notes, saved every email, reread his own messages like a man checking locked doors. He walked into meetings tense, already braced for impact. His jaw stayed tight, his eyes stayed sharp, and that tension became the evidence they needed. Silent sabotage doesn't destroy your work first. It destroys your composure. Because once you look unstable, everything you touch looks unstable. Your confidence becomes arrogance. Your caution becomes paranoia. Your intensity becomes difficult to work with. Paranoia is the polite word they use when they want you gone. Then came the promotion. Promised quietly, delayed gently, delayed again. Then handed to someone less capable with a better social shield. Elias watched the announcement hit inboxes like a dull blade. Anger rose, pure, immediate. He almost confronted them. He almost demanded justice. That impulse was the final trap. Because the endgame of sabotage is not your failure. It's your reaction. The photograph they can pass around. Elias emotional. Elias volatile. Elias unstable. So he swallowed it. He walked home through winter air that smelled like metal and exhaust. His reflection in dark windows looked unfamiliar. Eyes too awake, shoulders too tight. He looked like a man living under surveillance. Because he was. In corporate war, surveillance rarely comes with cameras. It comes with ledgers. Small mistakes from months ago resurfaced at perfect times. A formatting error became carelessness. A slow reply became unreliable. A missed call became not collaborative. Someone was collecting fragments, not to help him improve, but to build a case. A case is a weapon you assemble in silence so you can fire it in public. That night, Elias stopped trying to be understood and started trying to be unbreakable. He went dark. He stopped sharing personal details, stopped offering unpolished ideas, stopped feeding the invisible mouth in the walls. He became a black box. Calm, sealed, useful, but not accessible. Then he made reality harder to bend. After meetings, he sent short follow-ups confirming decisions and deadlines. When a timeline changed, he reflected it back in writing. When a request was delayed, he logged it calmly. No accusations, no drama, just clean, undeniable traces. Saboteurs live in verbal fog. They thrive where memory can be rewritten. They hate paper. They hate timestamps. They hate clarity. Then he tested the leak. He gave slightly different harmless details to different people and waited. The rumor returned to him, carrying the exact version meant for one specific person. Now he knew where the air was escaping. He still didn't confront. Confrontation gives the saboteur a stage, and manipulators perform best on stages. Instead, he rerouted. He tightened channels. He delivered results directly to the people who couldn't afford to ignore them. He made ownership visible without sounding defensive. He let his work travel with proof attached. The sabotage didn't vanish, but it weakened. Delays became riskier to justify. Idea theft became harder to pull off. The concern routine lost power because Elias stopped feeding it emotions. Their ledger no longer dominated the narrative because he had built his own. He didn't win with applause. He won by refusing to bleed in public. If you recognize this atmosphere, the quiet rooms, the missing context, the friction that feels personal, understand the truth. Most sabotage is not a punch. It's a slow hand on the back of your neck, guiding you toward panic. Your instinct isn't madness, it's detection. Don't scream, don't beg to be treated fairly, don't hand them the reaction they're trying to frame. Go silent with your personal life, make your decisions traceable, turn fog into paper, test leaks without theatrics. And above all, keep your face calm while you build leverage in the dark. Because the watcher only has power while you believe you're alone. The moment you start watching back, the ocean stops feeling like home for them.